The thing that anxieties you fastest controls you the most. You don't like hearing that. Most men don't. You tell yourself it's just emotion, just a bad moment, just stress. But triggers are not random. They are precise. They point directly to where you are still bound. Every sharp reaction is a signal. Every emotional spike reveals a weakness you haven't faced, and the world knows how to pull on it. Look at your day. A comment hits you harder than it should. A look feels like disrespect. A delay feels personal. Your body reacts before your mind does. Heart rate rises. Jaw tightens. Thoughts speed up. You tell yourself it's normal, but normal doesn't mean strong. Modern life is designed around triggers, notifications, opinions, comparison. Someone questions your competence. Someone ignores you. Someone challenges your identity. And suddenly, you're no longer choosing your behavior. You're responding. That's the setup. You go to work calm, then one sentence ruins your focus. You go home steady, then one tone shifts your mood. You open your phone relaxed, then one post changes your energy. You didn't decide to feel that way. It was pulled out of you. The struggle is not the trigger itself. It's what it attaches to: pride, ego, fear of disrespect, fear of being invisible. Most men never look past the reaction. They blame the person, the situation, the timing. They say, anyone would react. But that's avoidance. Because if anyone can make you lose control, then you don't have it. Triggers don't mean you're weak. They mean something matters too much. And when something matters too much, it gains leverage. That's the inner conflict. Part of you wants to stay calm. Part of you wants to defend, correct, prove. The urge feels urgent, necessary. You feel like silence would be loss, like restraint would mean submission. So you react. You speak too fast. You show irritation. You let emotion leak into your words. And afterward, you feel it. That quiet regret, that sense you gave away ground. Not because you were wrong, but because you were moved. This is where most men stay, living reaction to reaction, feeling strong in the moment, feeling drained afterward. The turning point comes when you stop asking, why did they do that? And start asking, why did that move me? That question changes everything. You notice patterns. The same type of disrespect, the same type of comment, the same type of silence. Different people, same reaction. That's when you see it. The trigger is not the chain. It reveals the chain. If criticism controls you, you are chained to approval. If disrespect enrages you, you are chained to ego. If rejection crushes you, you are chained to attachment. If comparison drains you, you are chained to validation. This realization is uncomfortable because it removes excuses. You can't blame others for pulling chains you refuse to remove. But it also brings clarity. You stop trying to manage the world. You start managing yourself. This is not about becoming emotionless. It's about becoming unmoved. There's a difference. You still feel the reaction, but you don't obey it. The moment a trigger appears, you pause. Not to suppress, but to observe. You feel the surge. You name it. You let it pass. And for the first time, you don't act. That's the shift. Control returns quietly. You realize you don't need to respond to every internal signal. Your emotions are not commands. They are information. The climax is subtle. Someone presses the same button as before. Same words, same tone. But this time, nothing happens. Your body stays relaxed. Your breath stays steady. You look at them, and you see clearly. They didn't lose power. They never had it. You did, and you kept it. That moment builds self-respect. Not the loud kind, the quiet kind. You stop fearing triggers because they no longer rule you. You stop avoiding situations because you trust your discipline. You don't need to win arguments. You don't need to correct every wrong. You stay centered. This is what freedom feels like. Not freedom from emotion. Freedom from being controlled by it. A man who knows his triggers knows his work. He doesn't judge himself for them. He studies them. Each trigger is a map. Each reaction shows where discipline is missing. So he trains there. He doesn't demand respect. He becomes stable. He doesn't chase calm. He builds it. The lesson is direct. Your triggers reveal your chains, because anything that controls your emotion controls you. Masculine power is not in force. It's in self-command. When nothing external can hijack your state, you move with clarity. You speak with precision. You stand without tension. The world will still test you. People will still provoke, but they'll find nothing to grab. And that's when you know you are no longer chained.